Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope that you are having a sensational one out there. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, stopping by. What are we doing? Returning to Do not clip that. Do not clip that out of... I just had a Daffy Duck moment. Okay, we are returning to Led Zeppelin 4. Misty Mountain Hop is the title of the track we're going to cover today. I almost said Misty Mountain Top, but not quite exactly. Some of you had suggested this track as well, I do see. Paul Martin drumming Vulture, Illegal Space Alien, Andrew Gibson, Larry Lucchino. A lot of you guys had suggested it, or at least mentioned this track in some capacity. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We'll discuss it after. And can I tell you, with Stairway to Heaven, that song did not get blocked. I'm going to upload this one, and hopefully it doesn't get blocked as well. And maybe Led Zeppelin, maybe we're on the other side of them, where they don't block their music. Because at one point, when I first started covering their music, it wasn't blocked. Then some of their music would get blocked. Maybe we're back on this side of things. I don't know. But there is one way to find out. Let's do that together. I guess you'll know by the time this video comes out. Like how Plant has that harder voice, very harmonious.
I really don't know what time it was. So it's to me now, could stay a while.
Always with that nuance, right? Just a great back and forth vocal
Well, you know, there's just to stay for tea and have some fun. He said that his friends will all drop by. Why don't you take a good look at yourself and describe what you see? Baby, 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 do you like it? There you sit, sitting spare like a book on a shelf, rusting. I'm trying to find it.
So raspy from the back of the hall, kind of.
You really don't care if they're coming. I know that it's all a state of mind.
Like how the solo comes on top of this now.
If you go down in the streets today, baby, you better open your eyes. Whoa, yeah.
such a catchy groove.
So I'm packing my bags for the Misty Mountain, where the spirits go now. Over the hills where the spirits fly.
Bono with a heavy snare roll. Cool vocal effect at the end. I like how at the very end of that you hear John Paul Jones coming with the electric piano, just throwing down a few keys, a few melodies at the very end. It's like a little dash of sophistication on the back note of that particular dish. After the previous track, of course, that being the epic that everybody knows, this one kind of gets back to that just straight rock and roll blues style that they're known for, while at the same time maintaining a lot of nuance in what they're doing, right? Their approach is traditional in some respects, but also forward-thinking and progressive in many others. This kind of leans towards that, while at the same time being a relatively straightforward, good hard rock song. The riff is catchy. Ba 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 da da ba da. The halftime in the chorus is also really nice. How it slows things down, and then you get that pause. Ba da da ba, and then bottom brings you right back in. Which that very heavy drum roll on the snare was really nice. That last fill right before the final chorus. It like sometimes the snare roll is like light, right, subtle. But he didn't do it like loud heavy. It's in that Bonham way where like he's hitting it a specific way. He's punchy with his drumming. And I like how that snare roll still had that punchiness to it, so that it acted as this kind of, a depth-filled fill to bring in the final chorus there. It's a catchy composition with the way it goes back and forth, the riff, and then the halftime, the pause, which eventually we get a little solo as well from Page. It just all comes together really, really well. And like I said, I love what John Paul Jones does there at the very end. This is like, okay, we did our little epic. We got the 8-minute track out the way. Let's get back to some rocking out. And I love in the verse as well, Plant singing. Because you get a nice dynamic between, kind of a little bit of a softer, harmonized vocal, and then it gets to his rock and roll yell, his rock and roll screech. That. I think that works really well in providing this nice balance with one another. So that's what I mean. Like, this whole track is just very well composed, very nuanced, and very catchy. I think it works incredibly well. Let's look at these lyrics. Can you guys hear Liam in the back? Walking in the park just the other day, baby. What did they always got to get the baby out the way? What do you think I saw? Crowds of people sitting on the grass with flowers in their hair said, "Hey boy, do you want to score?" And you know how it is. I really don't know what time it is. Well, so I asked them if I could stay a while. He said, I could spare a moment. I didn't notice, but it got very dark and I was really, really out of my mind. And then, well, I mean, yeah, you want to score? I'm sure you didn't notice the time passing. Just then a policeman stepped up to me, asked us, said, please, hey, would we care to all get in line? Line up. Well, they asked us to stay for tea and have some fun. He said that his friends would all drop by. Yeah, I bet. Why don't you take a good look at yourself and describe what you see? Baby, baby, do you like it? There you sit, sitting spare, like a book on a shelf, rusting, not trying to forget it. You really don't care if they're coming? Oh, I know that it's all a state of mind. It's like you don't care if the cops are coming. If you go down in the streets today, baby, you better open your eyes. Folk down there really don't care. Really don't care which way the pressure lies. So I've decided what I'm going to do now. I'm packing my bags for the misty mountains where the spirits go now, over the hills where the spirits fly. I think he was walking in the park. They say, hey, you want to chill with us for a while? He said, sure. Cop came by and said, yeah, you all stay right there. Everyone else said, yeah, we're chill. We'll stay here. That's cool. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna dip out of here. Says, let's see. Rolling Stone ranked this song number 10 on the list of 40 greatest Led Zeppelin songs. The most common interpretation of the song's title involves a reference to the Misty Mountains in The Hobbit, which I forgot that they do reference, Tolkien's work quite a bit. The lyrics refer to the events of the 7th of July in 1968 legalized pot rally in Hyde Park, in which police made arrests for marijuana possession. The lyrics reflect Plant's quest for a better society, a place and time when hang-ups are replaced with individual freedom, and a life of mutual support and rapport. That was close. Seemed like to me like he said, cops are coming? Time to scoot. Time to scoot boogie and get out of there. Let me know what you guys thought, of course, of the track in the comments down below. I hope that you all enjoyed a little bit of your time here. Please come on back tomorrow and have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. I'll see ya. Bye.